a national challenge. Ita Senator Ted Kennedy, the late Senator Ted Kennedy, no. Did stage podcast on a Jordan or East. Oh, you know, the open sikis and had the no, but he was dancing on neither. This is a very major report, very alarming. Lots of information as to how education on Indian reservation is ineffective. Dropout rate is high, absenteeism is high, parental support is real low, education is not a priority. Schools are struggling. Children are going to school in run-down facilities. Roads are bad out there. The infrastructure to support a quality education program is not there. That's what the report says. So because of that report in 1972, the Indian Education Act, which established the Office of Indian Education and the National Advisory Council on Indian Education, the OIEW, the Office of Indian Education, that office is within the U.S. Department of Education over here. So 12 cabinets within the President's office. You have commerce, you have education, interior, labor, all of these things. The education, Washington, the state government, some of that money comes to the BIE. DODE, National Advisory Council on Indian Education, NACIE, we had some Navajo people appointed by the President of the United States to be seated on that council in the past. I don't know if we have anybody right now, but in the past we had. And it's a very important council. They help the Secretary of Education to better understand Indian Ed. Indian education is probably just a small component of the whole education program. Indian Ed, throughout the United States of America, we have about 225 million people. That's how many people there are in the United States. 1%, roughly 2 million. It's about quadruple, essentially. So we are a small minority compared to this big country that we have. Hey, we're important. We are indigenous to this country. That's the truth that really happened. And that's how come these laws were made to help us, to protect us. And so, 1976 have now Public Law 93-638, Indian Self-Determination Education Assistance Act, with Yao and Lanam It is a very important law for Indian people throughout the country. It has given us a chance to do a lot at the local level. When it was going through Congress, there is a strong outcry by Native people throughout the country We want to be counted. We want to be at the table where decisions are made. We want to be included. Then people lobby at the state level and federal level. That federal money and we will take care of our own problems. We know what the problems are. We can do a better job than you, federal government. That's what Indian people were saying. Then that people, the American Indian movement in the early 70s aimed named them. They were a tremendous help in getting that approved. And Navajo was the first tribe in the country to contract with the federal government for social services. Next was law enforcement. The Navajo Police Department, they Washington, the best of the law, the nudging. Like Winslow, Indian Healthcare Center. That's a 638 contracted operation. To the City Regional Healthcare Corporation, Fort Defiance Medical Center, here on Navajo. We only have one contract school on Navajo. That is Rock Point. It'll be interesting to take a look at that. There's no other contract school in the country. There's only one. And that's unique. It's here on Navajo because of that law. Up to 1978 was your Public Law 95561. It gave some authority to BIA-operated schools. Prior to 1978, BIA was in full control of all education on Navajo. And they had the authority, total authority. School board, Public Law Navajo Area School Board Association was they hired me. And they told me, they're Western agency, school board didn't change. All those schools, Luke School Incorporated, Luke School Incorporated, Luke Boarding School, boarding school at the recent name when it became a tribal control school. Should be young at the Hadnon, street up. But see, yes, at the Hadnon, but the kitchen at the Hadnon, that's just the house, I would end in here, Dilcon School. Because Shemaido is Hata. Is the Nantanesias, such a Nana was about Nahal Sahad, then is by a dash. She's known as the Diba has teach mother. The chapter house in the young school board, no, Shone, best see the dog that didn't need. Chilnelas, Doba Hassan, that of Lagana, just Hassan, do Shanan Kadode. A call, a Koshina or a dog, they own any. Jamahon dictas, not the dean. Then Johnny at the school board, it is a good public service. They never caught it. You know, it's not a teach man. Actually, I just said that I see on thousand. Not I thought needs on thousand. The never needs on no. But Agilana, according to not the thing. Mr. Hillanosita. Asian Hutzada, Banan San, and this judge could add on that Nina. Bedman's snake a day, school board, Nida, Nida. In Zonation, the Kaddish was the Kaddish for the Sonia in it. Where's a heart letter? Nida. It danced with the Yana, Leo Benton, Jodiana's check, Oliver Parry. Arthur Lee, the Jodiana, Kidahine, gave a Kai Street. Janoya that kid of that Hazohatazi. Though a Haho Hata had asked a ye Hajo Ba. Then Genoa kidney king. Could out of the Shea Queenson no Ahon, Zeno can walk. That was the beauty. That's what I saw right at that level. Boy, it was interesting. It made me want to do more. And these people, they made beautiful decisions, good plans. I don't know how to the law says the local board will be advisory. So you know what they advise you. Here, the law says Indian tribes and local school board will be consulted. Consultation is the key word in this law. Consultation means if we agree that it's wonderful, but we can disagree. Okay. The main point is at least I make contact with you. So that's the key word. But if the board and the principal disagree, normally the principal would have his or her way. And if the board still disagrees, they can challenge that decision, appealing it to the agency superintendent. Agency superintendent even have more power. They control all the schools within the agency. And if the decision of the superintendent is still disagreed to by the board, they can challenge and appeal their case all the way to Washington.